Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa. And before hopping into this season opener versus rival Virginia, look at the disrespect that the NCAA gave us, man. 112th in the nation. We are still a one-star school, so that first season we didn't actually go up a prestige. We're still one star, so we have to be competitive, have to win our bowl game. We have to have a winning record in order to, go up to two-star prestige, because right now it's not looking good for that prestige. But we did go up in overall. We were like 53, I believe. I think we were 51 on offense, 53 on defense, something like that. But we went up to 61 overall. So that good recruiting offseason has paid off. But we're still 112th in the nation. So let's just look at how we stack up in the conference, because we are joining the American Athletic Conference. Look at this. In our division, they're projecting us to finish last in the East. And let's see overall. So overall in the conference, they're projecting us to finish last. So man, the disrespect is real. They don't know about all these recruits that we had. Alex Brown at running back, we had Chad Baugh receiver. We have a whole new offense. I mean, our offense is 100% new. I mean, all of our starters are 100% new except for the linemen. So I mean, this is going to be a tall task, especially when you never know. These teams are going to be good. This is Heisman. So don't think just because we're playing lower teams than we did last year, because mainly we're not playing too many ranked teams, that's going to be easy. So let's look at the preseason All-Americans in our conference. Actually, let's just look at our conference, because we know we don't have any preseason All-Americans throughout the nation. So let's see. We don't have anybody yet. So Ramsour is projected to be a preseason All-American. All-American, that's weird to say, but AAC All-American. Let's just look at our second team. Let's see if any of our guys are on the second team, because I don't think we should even have anybody, because we're just joining the conference. Oh, look at this. Look at this cheese. Our backup kicker is a second team all conference. That's pretty funny. So before hopping into this game, I want to show you guys something. So since EA decided to cheese me with some of these guys that I created, a lot of these guys, most of them, I decided to go ahead and rename some of the freshmen that I recruited that weren't included in the last video. The ones that, aren't going to make such a big impact, or they might be redshirted right now. So if we look at the rest of our roster here, I didn't rename too many because I don't have too many freshmen. Going down the line, Jackson Lundahl, he's a 93 speed guy, so he would have been our fastest receiver along with Chad Baugh, but I decided to redshirt that because so I can have another additional year of eligibility. We do have our backup tight end who is redshirted though. He's redshirted, so he's not really our backup tight end. Chris Rubright, and he's 76 speed. He's 6'8", 264, so definitely going to be using his size when he does get in. Aiden Jetter, another cornerback. He's going to be 6'1", 205. He's going to be our fourth string, so he's definitely going to get on the field for sure. And especially in the time of an injury, he's going to need to step up. That's if none of our defensive players really got injured last year. I don't know what it is, but he's got our second highest play recognition, and he's got high man, so he might get in when I need to play man coverage. Lastly, Azad Earl, another recruit that we had come in. We actually redshirted this guy last year, so he was actually on our roster, but he's a smaller guy, 5'9", 165, but he's going to be our backup safety. So if one of our safeties gets hurt, he's going to be on the field. He might be in on certain packages. But man, no more talk, man. We're going into this Virginia game. This is a rivalry game. We're starting off fresh, man. First week of the season. If we look at how they're rated B overall. No stats yet. This is the first game of the season. So let's see. Do they have key players here? Let's see if they have any returners. Let's see if they have any returners. So they don't really have any returners that are going to make an impact except their receiver. I cannot see that last name. Zacchaeus? Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. But on defense, it looks like they have some good returners here. Cook looks like he's their best returner. 35 tackles, 4 sacks. So man, let's hop into this, man. Virginia, UVA. Let's get it. Let's go. Remember last year, Virginia did get us. They got us in our only rivalry game. Them in Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a pseudo rivalry. It's just a battle of Wisconsin. But look, as you can see, Lindell Stone, is going to get his first start at QB for the Virginia Cavaliers. And look at him. He's number 36. He's a running back at quarterback. But let's get into this action, man. I mean, because we got a lot of new faces on our team. And there's a first one for Lisle Parker, getting stiff-armed pretty hard on that one. And welcome to college football for him, Division I football. He gets armed pretty good, and this time Stone is going to find his receiver, Joe Reed, on the outside. So on a 1st and 10, Julius Macklin almost comes up with the interception on that one. That's going to be a guy to look out for in this season because he's going to be playing the slot. And when I play 3-4 packages, he's going to be on the field because I know he can tackle pretty well. So here's Ellis, man. Ellis is a good running back for Virginia. He's getting a nice little carry there, but on a 3rd down, Peacock spelling him this time. Actually, that's the fullback, and he breaks a couple of tackles, and he gets up past the 1st down. So fast forward a little bit. On a 3rd and 2, Lisle Parker makes up for that huge stiff arm earlier, gets the tackle. So we do get them to settle for a field goal. So Marquette comes back out on the kick return, and who is that? That is Chad Baugh back to receive the first kick return, and he finds an open lane, and Chad Baugh touching the ball for the first time in Division I football takes it to the house, and what a story for him, going from JUCO to NCAA Division I, and he gets in for the touchdown. And what a great start for the special teams unit. And we had some big special teams problems, but as you can see, we're having defensive problems at this time, giving up the long run to Ellis. But man, our run defense is something that I thought would be shored up, especially with Lisle Parker coming into the mix. He's a great tackler, and then having Ramsor with a year under his belt, Wiley with a year under his belt, but we still give up the big play. So back on offense, Cohen, he's got some butterflies. This is his first game as well in Division I football, but this time he's getting it to another new face, Ben Miller, the tight end, and he gets caught by a shoestring tackle. So on a 2nd and 8, finding another freshman, Oliver, and look at that nice one-handed catch by Oliver before taking the big hit. So look at all these new faces on offense. I mean, we're going to have to relearn our team, but rolling out right. Look at A, wide open on that one, but we get hit. And Ashton Cohen has to come out on a 3rd and 10, but this time that pass rush is getting to us. We have to throw it away, so we're facing a 4th and 10. But this is an element that we didn't have last year. We can hit these long field goals, so we hit the 50-yarder on that one. So here we go, 1st and 10 out for the Virginia Cavaliers, and this one's gonna get he's gonna get sacked by Kingsley that time. And on a 2nd and long, look at Ellis breaking all kinds of tackles, getting the 1st down for the 24-yard gain. So now Stone comes out with a fresh 1st and 10, finding his receiver. I'm not even gonna say his name. I'm just calling him Z. He's gonna find his receiver Z on that one, and he's gonna get close to the 40-yard line. So now facing a 3rd and 7 by the 30-yard line, and look at Ellis. Ellis is just breaking tackles left and right in this game, and this time he's breaking a screenplay for a touchdown. And Stone is showing he's showing that he's not having those freshman jitters. He's showing that he can lead this Virginia offense, and he's led quite a couple of touchdowns already. So here we go. This Marquette offense has to show what it's made of. But on the next play, Cohen throws to the outside. That was a great play that time by the safety to step up on the out route. I did not think he was going to get to that one. That was actually a nice throw by Cohen, but a better play by the DB there. So Stone takes over with this Virginia offense on a 3rd and 1. Going to try to run for it, but Stone's going to get tackled by Ramsor that time, trying to break away from a sack. So they do line up for the field goal, and that one is going to be just over the crossbar. Look at how close that one is. So Virginia goes up 20-10. And remember, Chad Baugh ran one back, and on the next kickoff, he's going to find another lane. And I think we have found a specialist, and he might be a superstar with this Marquette Golden Eagles football team, because if he continues to take back kicks like that, nobody's going to kick to him. And look at this. Special teams is building something. I mean, this is just insane because remember, we had a string of 4 games last year where we gave up kick returns for touchdowns. Now we have 2 in the first game that we run back. So what a breath of fresh air for us. And remember, don't kick it to them. They haven't learned, so they kick it to him once again. He finds an open lane to the outside, and Sammy Baugh swerves inside past the 50, almost breaks a 3rd special teams touchdown. And another new face, Alex Brown, getting the carry that time to the outside for the 8-yard gain, and that's the speed, Dean. Remember, he's got 95 speed, and on a 1st and 10, Kevin Oliver, he's getting open. Remember, I said he's going to be like the Julian Edelman type, but he is living up to that bill so far. And Ben Miller, he's got speed at the tight end position. You know, Ben Miller is actually one of those guys that plays faster. He's only got 81 speed, but he's a tight end. And 81 speed is actually fast for a tight end. So, as you can see, Alex Brown finishes off that drive. Look at Cohen getting ran over. He's showing a little bit of freshman jitters. He dropped a pick earlier, and he gets ran over that time. But this time he's getting in there for the tackle before the first down. So now we're up 4. So we get the ball back here, and Cohen's got to put together a drive to put some distance between us before halftime. And Marquette's offense, I mean, this is a good-looking offense. As you can see, the 1-minute drill is in full effect, giving the ball to Alex Brown on the 8-yard carry, and once again giving it to him on a 3rd and 2, and he's juking the safety on that one, making that safety look silly for the 10-yard gain. So now there's 40 seconds left in this half, trying to put some points on the board. He's rolling out to the right as Cohen. He's going to run out of bounds before the first downs for a nice 9-yard gain, and on a 2nd and 1, another open lane, making that safety look silly once again. But 2 seconds left in this half, so we do settle for the field goal. So we are up by 7 at halftime, and what a great start to this season for the Marquette offense and special teams. I mean, our defense gave up 20 points, but I mean, I can't complain. There were a lot of new faces on our defense. So here we go, 2nd and 7 to start this 3rd quarter, and Cohen's gonna roll outright and gonna find Kevin Oliver. Look at this throw. He's getting hit out of bounds, and he finds Kevin Oliver for the huge gain. So on a 3rd and 7 inside the red zone, Alex Brown out of the backfield is going to get open and get inside the 5-yard line. And on a 1st and goal, Alex Brown's going to finish it off, showing a little bit of ability to run between the tackles. He's a speed guy, but he's breaking tackles. He's carrying guys. His momentum's going forward, so he's looking good out of the gate. And look at this block by this pulling guard on the next possession for Virginia, and Ellis is going to have another running lane for another big gain. So now Stone is past the 50-yard line, the redshirt freshman, getting it to Kraft that time. And look at that spot. I mean, I don't think he got the first on that one, but hey, the refs, you can't argue with the refs because I mean, it's that Heisman cheese. You know how it goes. So here we go. Evan Butts up to the 5-yard line, and on a 2nd and goal, Stone is going to give the ball to Ellis, and Ellis is going to have a free lane to the end zone, and that one is going to be another touchdown for Jordan Ellis. He is showing that he is their playmaker. He is their offense, but we have a playmaker on our offense, and Alex Brown is finally starting to get going for the nice long gain. That's going to be the longest gain of the game so far, and Ben Miller is going to get behind the defense that time. Too many people to guard that time for the corner that was sitting in zone, the flat there. So here we go. Cohen's rolling out to the right on a 3rd and 7, and he gets sacked. So we do settle for the long field goal, and that one's through the uprights. So now it is back to a 10-point game, and on the first play of the next possession, I told you guys about Josh Dunbar. He's gonna lead our team in picks. I just know it. He's a ball hog. I mean, look at him. Great coverage that time. Comes up with the interception, and we get the ball back to this Marquette offense. And 6 minutes left in this game, facing a 4th down already off of that pick, but Alex Brown converts there. That speed is just too quick to get to the first down. So here we are facing another 3rd and 9, and Cohen this time gets dropped. So we're out of field goal range, so we have to punt it away back to Stone and this Virginia Cavaliers offense. And here they go, starting a drive, getting the screenplay to start this drive off. 5 minutes left in this quarter, in this game, and Ellis getting another open lane, and Ellis cannot be stopped this game. And on a 2nd and 12, Sharp is going to try to spell him, but he can't replicate the production from Ellis. And on a 3rd and 7, this time Stone's going to get swallowed by Javon Pennington, the sophomore. Remember, we have him for 3 more years, and I want to see him have a huge year because he's out of the shadow of Ali Christian. Ali Christian shifts to the other side of the defense since Lewis Parker is a left outside linebacker. He's on his own now, so I want to see him have a big productive year. And on a 3rd and 5, back on offense, Alex Brown is riding the wave to the first down. So 2 minutes left. They have no timeouts, and Alex Brown breaking to the outside, and he makes a man miss and gets down to the 1-yard line. Alex Brown, this is going to be a fun season watching him run the ball with that speed, and Glenn Hall finishes it off. And the Virginia Cavaliers, this time, we were on the road last year, but they come into our house and we show them all this new talent on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. And man, the newcomers ball out. Look at Alex Brown, 21 attempts, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 long gain towards the end of the game, which basically extended our lead even more. Kevin Oliver, the freshman slot receiver, just finds a way to get open. But look at the drop column. No drops. What a great sighting that is to see. Vince Cohen had a shaky start, but he recovered quite nicely. Lewis Parker was in for a whole lot of tackles. I expect him and Tyree. I expect these 3 guys, Tyree, who was in on a lot of tackles as well, and Lewis Parker and Cohen to lead our team in tackles. But what a game by Josh Dunbar. He locked up that left side of the field. Remember, we were having troubles there last year. He definitely did his thing. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, man. We're going up against Wisconsin next week. You don't want to miss the Battle of Wisconsin. Remember how it ended last year with Jonathan Taylor on the long run? We stopped him on the last play of the game. You don't want to miss this next one. Battle of Wisconsin coming up next. Let's go.